Welcome y'all to another Skip Barber race. This week we're at Lime Rock Park. It'll be race number 3 for us this week already. And the fun part is it's all been our own fault. We keep hitting grass and it's not going well. So we'll have to see what we can do to improve on that and not make so many mistakes this race. The nice thing about this track is it's a little less drafty than some of the earlier tracks, than like the last couple of tracks we did. However, it's still got a bit of a draftiness to it. So you really have to kind of nail a few really good laps in a row to drop the person behind you if they're in your draft. Or just hope they can't hold their line going through turn 1 and they don't hit you while doing it. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Got a fairly decent start, it seems.
Car right. Clear on the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
I really did not expect him to check up like that. Oh,
Go left.
oh, please, please. Please, no kill, no kill. I thought it was worth to just kind of hang back a second on that one and see what was going to happen.
1 minute 7.448. You're now in third.
Alright, so now it's up to us to try not to lose it or do something silly. Which right there will be the question, because the centering springs on this wheel suck. So I've actually started looking down at the wheel as I start cresting it to make sure I'm straight, or before I crest it to make sure I'm straight.
58.355.
If I could calm down a little bit and put in some decent lap times, I can probably drop the two behind me that are battling. Just need to make sure I don't overdo it and end up in the wall yet again. Uh-oh. Looks like our friend lost his buddy, so now it's just him and I, all alone.
0.058.
And my lap times are not spectacular. Even for default weather, they're pretty crap. So I just need to settle down and put in some good laps and we should be all right. Anytime I say that, I seem to just do worse. So just need to relax, except he's back in the draft already, darn.
58.002.
We seem to have him on turn 1 though. I think I'm over braking there again. Okay, calm down. Stall tight in the turns. It's a surefire way to not be able to do it right.
57.785.
So surprised by a non-terrible lap time that I messed it up. That was better. Definitely a lot better. I know I should be using more of that. Definitely should be not doing that. The good news is we're staying ahead of 5th and 6th quite easily.
58.112.
And that turn right there, I think my biggest mistakes are just turning in too quickly and not smoothly. And turning in too much. Oh, that dirt stays up for a long time.
57.553.
It's nice that I'm not mountain climbing as much on that turn as I was in the past seasons. Curious where he's gaining on us so much. Probably right there is a big part. He's not really gaining on us much in other places. Even with the draft, unless he's pulling back. He should get us here though. I seem to brake earlier than he does, which seemed to surprise both of us. But I was expecting it, so I'm just happy I was able to recover and not lose it. He'll probably push it this time and try to get us on the inside in the braking zone.
829.
He's car number 14, so I'm being extra cautious with him. since he can probably already taste that podium. Uh-oh. Sure what happened there.
57.343.
But now's our chance. Run! Just don't run into a wall. My guess is I'm braking too early there. Or too much, one of the two. Not sure which. Nor is it something I'm going to figure out right now.
.722.
I don't want to change up my line too much. Oh. Right now in the middle of a race. Especially not with him breathing right down my neck. This will help a lot.
57.843.
Very important to try to get really close to that curve, if not outright kiss it. Because it's banked right there inwards. So if you get close, you'll hook on the banking, and that'll help you get around that a lot quicker.
You got a slow car on the right. Can't stop on the right. Go left.
Rip, David.
.706.
Again, if the guy behind us would like to make a couple more mistakes, really appreciate it. However, that'll make it a lot less interesting, so either way it works for me. As long as I don't throw away this race again, that's all I want.
.594.
See a car, two cars back that looks like they're gaining on us, unfortunately. Sure though, but I'm pretty sure they are. Question is, will they be able to make it up to us in 10 laps? Way too tight. Cost us quite a bit of speed there.
You got 10 laps to go.
Alright, already doing better. Just don't spin it there. Or here. Did that last season. We were here, and I don't want to do that again. Depending on how close the people are behind you, it's guaranteed that they're just going to run into you. Because there's not much you can do about it through there, especially with how fast the section is.
67.499.
Alright, let's not keep pushing that. Because one day we're going to over push it. And I forgot, traffic is something you have to worry about here fairly quickly. Okay, that went far better than I expected it was going to. Okay, we're holding our distance to the folks 2 cars back.
67.534.
That is one of the tricks there. If you're sure you're going to go wide, straighten out. Or it'll be much less likely to then have the back end try to say hi. I know another thing I was doing yesterday when I couldn't make it into the 7s was I kept overturning, scrubbing a lot of speed.
57.762.
A little lift or two early will definitely help. I wonder if he's just not braking there and only lifting. Because that would help. Alright, 6 laps. Once we were able to calm down, our consistency has been pretty decent. I say as I then make some mistakes. It's like something happened to the group behind us. Just didn't brake quite enough. And then we did that again. Darn. Probably going to contest us again.
7.889. go.
He was definitely going to see if he could outbrake us there. I mean, honestly, from what I've seen, his best bet is on this turn. See if he realizes that. Only problem is that turn is not the best to go side by side in.
Car right, 57.43, clear on the right. Right side. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
Okay, wow. Did not expect that. I was even conservative going into that turn because I was afraid he was going to push wide. Just really afraid the more he tries and fails that he's going to start getting desperate. Like that there. He held it though, which is good.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. You've got 2 laps to go. Clear on the left.
I'd say I'd rather have not done that there.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line.
I should have...
58.232. Still there. Slow car ahead. Clear on the right.
That was rude. I mean, he should have known if he was clear, not just by his spotter saying so.
You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go.
Oh, well, let's see what we can do.
538. Car right, clear.
Oh, we just got hosed by lap traffic. That's unfortunate. Well, at least we're going to finish the race.
Car stop on the right. There's the flag, it's over.
Let me start off by saying that I have nothing bad to say about lap traffic. They were actually racing for position and did their best to get out of our way. It was just unfortunate that the other guy had to bump us like he did, but it's a race. Racing incidences happen, so time to move on. And I don't know if he did it on purpose, but the way he got around lap traffic when and where he did worked out quite well for him. Which again, lap traffic did everything they could outside of getting out of the way a little bit earlier, and I can't blame him for that. I mean, he tried. He did the right thing and he held his line. Hopefully tomorrow we can get in some nice clean races. With that, if you like, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, or advice, drop it in the box below. Good luck in your races, and y'all take it easy.